The latest that we're gathering from Canada is the Canadian Minister for Diversity and Inclusion has reacted to the violence and the attack that took place on Hindus and Hindu temples over the last 3 days in the week of Diwali. Speaking in Parliament, the minister says, and I quote, that as Canadians, we must stand united against hate and all of those who try to destabilize unity between our communities.
Mr. Speaker, we strongly condemn acts of violence, hate that took place outside Hindu Sabha Mandir and Guru Singh Sabha Gurdwara. These acts need to stop. Everyone deserves to feel safe in their places of worship. I've spoken to Peel Regional Police Chief Nish and have full confidence in our local authorities to investigate and to de-escalate. As Canadians, Mr. Speaker, we must stand united against hate and against all those who try to destabilize peace and unity between our communities. Thank you.
Siddhant now joining us, getting us more perspective. Siddhant, there are voices from Canada, from within the ruling party there, also going on to raise concerns about these increasing attacks. But it doesn't look like the Trudeau administration or Trudeau himself is listening, because now there is infiltration at several levels within the government, within the law enforcement agencies of these Khalistani goons.
Well, absolutely. And the political space was already occupied by these Khalistani groups backed by World Sikh Organization, etc. And now even the governments have also been infiltrated. We have two recent examples of Sandeep Singh Sidhu and Harinder Sodhi. Both work for the government and are the Khalistanis and have links with the terror groups. Now, perhaps this reflects upon the verification that the Canadian authorities do before recruiting somebody. And if they do the verification, they are deliberately recruiting. It means that the current Canadian regime perhaps is in alignment with the Khalistani mindset. Point number one. Point number two is that that is the reason that these Hindus are so angry, and there is a outrage within the Hindu community because they don't feel safe, because a cop who may be dealing with them could be a Khalistani himself. Now, how could a Hindu living in Canada trust a cop for a help or for any assistance? So that is kind of a fear which I could sense speaking to the Hindus in Canada. And in fact, even look at the way the Hindu protests are being treated by these police forces. The detentions had happened in a brutal manner. The boys were picked outside the temple in Surrey. Perhaps shows that, not just the infiltration, there is a clear message also within the government that don't touch the Khalistanis, but do take action against the Hindus when they do the counter protest. So there are a lot of issues which have been piling up from last so many years. And this is the reason that yesterday when, the Hindus came on the streets of Brampton, those were only a few hundreds of them from the Brampton and nearby areas, but perhaps sent out a very loud message for the government of Canada.
Right.
That enough. If the government of Canada can protect Jews, Christians, Muslims, then why not Hindus?
Absolutely. Why is there bias in the way the Canadian government is acting is a question that Canadian Hindus are asking there. For the moment, Siddhant, thank you so much for getting us the latest.